Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida's offense will take the first swing of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations.
There he goes! All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Finds his tight end. Stumbled to the ground. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the outside to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Nice move there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
He might want another play. They try to get it outside on the left. Running into the open space. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here.
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. On the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Moving past the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Got the quick pass. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll try to get outside. He's in open space downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
So first down here as they go back to work. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 45. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Tolzien. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it fly. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The option look. He'll toss it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without touchdown Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Tolzien. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Texas offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snags it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to make magic with his feet. After the filthy move, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Offense working from the pistol. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Turning it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you could tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse, the ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Tolzien. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Running back searching for a hole. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. the RPO. Throw to the right, looking for the first. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Newton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Takes the easy one to the back. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the option. Now the pitch. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Back to pass, it's Matthews. Gonna take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game, but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much.